Okay, so components of organic farming. So what are the components and why organic farming is important? Okay, why it is important? Organic farming is important because it has no effect or a very less effect on the environment. Okay, on the environment. It's because components of organic farming are vermicomposting, which is a natural process. Okay, which we have to arrange it, but it is a quite a natural process because only the things required required like the kitchen waste, the agricultural waste, the plant waste are used for the vermicomposting. Okay, so there is no effect for the environment. So vermicomposting is used. Then next is the green leaf manure. Okay, next is the leaf manure. Okay, good morning to you, Mamta. Okay, next is the green leaf manure. Then about the crop rotation. Green leaf manure is nothing but when the leaves have been shedded away, what it is used, those leaves are used for the preparation of manures. Okay, those leaves are used for the preparation of manure and are used in the kitchen gardens and are used in the gardens or the crops as well. Okay, next is crop rotation. Crop rotation is nothing but what it is done is, see for 1 year if the paddy is grown, okay, if for 1 year if the paddy is grown, for the next another year on the same agricultural land any other crop will be grown. For example, groundnuts are grown. Okay, groundnuts are grown or any other cereals are grown. Okay, like peas or beans or any such thing. uh, Peas, beans, any such good morning to you, Ani. Any such crops are grown. Okay, it's because why once the paddy is grown, next any cereals or any groundnuts or any such thing is grown only because to um, to compose or to what to make sure that there is a ample amount of nutrient present in the agricultural land. Okay, because these cereals are the nitrogen fixing groundnuts and all are nitrogen fixing leguminous plants. Okay, nitrogen fixing leguminous plants. Then what they do is they fix this nitrogen into the soil. So what happens? The nitrogen content increase into the soil that equals to that there is a nutrient content increasing into the soil. Okay, that equals to nutrient content increasing into the soil because of which the nutrient content remains intact. Okay, so the crop rotation is done. If 1 year if paddy is grown, the very next year any such crops are grown which fix nitrogen or which increase the nutrient content into the soil. Okay, then the other year again the paddy is grown. Okay, so that is nothing but called as crop rotation. Okay, that is nothing but called as crop rotation. So remember this crop rotation is nothing but if 1 year, if any other crop like for example, paddy is grown, then what they do is the farmers, they do not grow paddy again on the same land. What they do, they grow any other such cereals, leguminous plants. Okay, that is for example, I'm taking as this groundnut. That helps in the fixing of the nitrogen. Okay, that helps in the fixing of the nitrogen, which makes sure that the nutrient content in the soil remains intact. Okay, it remains intact means it saves the nutrient content into the soil, which helps in the fixing of the nitrogen, which later again when the paddy is grown, when the paddy is grown, the nutrients help for the growth of those paddy plants. Okay, the nutrient helps in the growth of the paddy plants. So crop rotation is done. Otherwise, if it is not done, what happens is if they grow for the if they grow paddy for the 1 year, then again in the next year if they grow paddy once again, what happens is there is no fixing of this nutrient taking place. Only the consumption of the nutrient takes place, losing the fertility of the soil. Okay, losing the fertility of the soil. So the crop rotation is done. So the crop rotation is done. So that once if it is grown, again the nutrient content is fixed. and later then the paddy or any other such crops are grown. Okay, then about the biological management. Biological management is nothing but to manage it properly, how the crops has to be grown. Okay, like the irrigation facilities and other irrigation facilities, manure, how much of manure to be added, how much of fertilizers has to be added. All those management is nothing but known as biological management into the biological management into the agriculture field. One more thing of biological management is also there, that is to check the nutrient content of the soil as well. Okay, agriculturalists, what they do is they check the soil content to see how much of NPK, that is nitrogen, phosphorus, okay, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium is there in the soil. Okay, that all testing is being done so that to check whether that soil or that agricultural land is potent to grow this particular crop. Okay, so biological management is also done for the organic farming. Next is animal husbandry. Animal husbandry, yesterday also I have told, what they do is they domesticate these animals like the sheep, cow, cattle, okay, then goats and all for the different resources, that is for the milk, for the wool, for meat, for beef, any such things. What they do is the animal husbandry is done. Okay, and animal husbandry is not only about the animals. Here, the plants are also grown. The plants or the crops are also seen. Allow animal husbandry is not only about the rearing of the cattle or goats or any such thing. It also sees that the crops are also grown, crop rotation to give the food fodder for these animal they need the crops or the plants for the growth, so for as their food. So what they do is animal husbandry also includes the growing of the crops as well. Okay, animal husbandry is nothing but for the many such resources. They rear these cattle, then these goats, sheep, they have been grown. Okay, I mean they have been reared, it means domesticated. Next is biofertilizers. Biofertilizers is nothing but where it is totally about it's totally about biological. Nothing chemical is there in this. Last class when I was telling you, chemical fertilizers such herbicides, fungicides, insecticides are used. Okay, where it can pollute the it can pollute the soil as well. It leads to eutrophication and all. Whereas biofertilizers are totally organic and we can use it into the agriculture land. Next is manure. Manure can be anything. Like for example, it can be the excreta of the cattle. Okay. Then manures can be the kitchen waste used or any such waste manures, any such waste organic waste can be used as a manure. Okay, any such organic waste can be used as a manure to fix the nutrient content into the agricultural land. Okay, anyone who is into the agriculture science, they will know about all this, about the biofertilizers, about the biological management, about the crop rotation, okay, about the vermicomposting. Vermicomposting is nothing but where the kitchen waste, other such plants waste are made to compost it together. Okay, to compost together, these microorganisms help in decaying of it, and later this manure is used into the crop, is used in the agricultural land, is used in the gardens. Okay, for the flourishing or the growth of such plants. Okay, for the flourishing or the growth of such plants. Anyone has got any doubt regarding organic farming? Only remember this. Uh, no need to like may confuse yourself with anything here. Only remember the different components. That is vermicomposting. What are the different components of organic farming? The vermicomposting, green leaf manure, crop rotation, manures, biofertilizers, animal husbandry, and biological management. These are the different components of organic farming. Okay, these are the different components of organic farming. Anyone has got any doubt regarding any one of the component? Green leaf manures. Okay, Athiya, I will tell you what are green leaf manures. Okay, okay, fine. So what happens is uh, usually what because of the manners which cannot be used the chemical fertilizers or chemical manners cannot be used, so the different organic methods have been started. One among them is green leaf manners. So what they do is, when these leaves either they shed down, okay, either they shed down or they decay, okay, or they decay, they are being used for the manure purpose, okay, for the manure purpose in a sense. What they do, they collect these leaves, okay, they collect these leaves, either they put them into for the vermicomposting, okay, either they put them into the vermicomposting. Vermicomposting is nothing but it's a kind of a process which you can do at your home as well. Okay. So what you have to just build a concrete. Okay, if not a concrete, you can take one a small box or any such, not a paper one, any such hard box you can take. What you have to do is you have to put one layer of soil, then these leaves, then a layer of the soil, then the kitchen waste, then a layer of the soil, and what you have to keep like that. The plants you can put, or any such waste, kitchen waste, or any such waste you can put in that, and you have to make a kind of a layers of the soil in it. Okay. What you have to do is you have to keep sprinkling water. Yeah, okay. You have to keep sprinkling water each day. It takes something around, if you are doing it in a very large area, then it takes something around 3 months together. But if not in a very small place, then 30 days are enough. You have to keep sprinkling water on it. Okay. So what happens is the microorganisms, those worms which are there present, the worms will grow on the soil and all. What they do is they decay this kitchen waste, this leaf waste or these leaves. What they do is they decay them, and a kind of a manure is formed. Okay, a kind of a manure is formed. This manure gets mixed with the soil. Okay, this manure gets mixed with the soil, and once again the repetition has to be done. Okay, once again the repetition has to be done, the mixing has to be done. Okay, the mixing has to be done, and again a layer of soil has to be formed. Okay, what happens is, once the decaying is done properly, this thing can be used as a manure. Okay, because that soil will be rich in nutrient intake. Okay, because that soil will be rich in nutrient intake. And one more thing is that it will have worms, those worms or those microorganisms which will help in the growth of such plants or such crops. Okay. So green leaf manures can be used for the vermicomposting as well. Okay, Atia. Green leaf manures can be used for the vermicomposting as well. Otherwise, what they do is the leaves which are shed, okay, which shed means they fall down once after the proper proper necrosis takes place, that is the death of the leaf takes place. When it falls down, what they do is they use these leaves for the manure purpose. Okay, they use these leaves for the manure purpose. What they do, they collect all these green leaves. Okay, they collect all these fallen green leaves, and they take it for the they take it for such manure purpose. In a sense, they put that where any plant is growing. Okay, where any plant is growing, or otherwise in the vermicomposting. Okay, or otherwise in the vermicomposting, where they use that as a manure later. Okay, where they use that as a manure later. There is not any such like a specific thing that green leaf manures are widely used, but for a small kitchen gardens and all, you can use green leaf manners. Whereas for the vermicomposting and all, they are being used in a very large crops as well. There are many such centers which you do vermicomposting. There are many such agriculture centers as well, where vermicomposting is done. You can visit as well, but it is you can because it is done in a very large places and all. What happens is, it is not like a safe to go there, because it can be can give you kind of a pungent smell as well. But otherwise, vermicomposting can be done in a small kitchen house as well. It is a kind of experiment also. You can try also, be your own scientist. That is where you can try your vermicomposting at home. and tell me, there is a process. We'll go in detail about it later. Okay. So this is about the components of organic farming. Atiya, are you clear about the green leaf manures? Green leaf manures is nothing. Just what they do is they take that leaf waste. Okay, they take that leaf waste and use it in the growth of such plants, and later that is used for the as a manure. Okay, it is used for a manure. Crop rotation, everyone, it is clear. Crop rotation, everyone, it is clear. Anyone has got doubt about the crop rotation? See, everyone should be answering. If there is any doubt, please tell me. Okay, Atiya. If there is any doubt, please tell me now itself. Everyone, Dikshita, Mamta, Ranjita, Atiya, the boys as well, who are there. Ashwini, Bharat, Bhagya, Clara, Dikshita, Dhanalakshmi, Elvina, Harish, Dhanendra, Jyoti, Kartik, Mehak, Madhya. Sorry if I did her name wrong. Rajwal, Praveen, Prema, Radhika, Ramesh, Tripti, Vaishnavi, Vani, Ranjita. Anyone? No, ma'am, no, ma'am. There is doubt. If there is any doubt, please do tell me. Okay, now itself. Okay, no doubts. I'll ask questions. Okay. Um, okay, if there are no doubts, we'll go on to the next very, very interesting topic. Is there next? Okay, tell me how many of you know about Hiroshima and Nagasaki? How many of you know about Hiroshima and Nagasaki? No one knows. About Hiroshima Nagasaki disaster. Anyone knows? Yes, bomb. Very good, Madhya. Bomb blast. When it was, yes, you know. Atiya, about Hiroshima Nagasaki. Anyone knows? Must have started in history. Yes. What had happened actually? Yes, Meg. Yes. Okay, Atiya, no problem. We'll know. It's very good, Tripti. 1945. Yes, 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 Ranjita, very good. Nuclear bomb in 1945, that is on August 6th and August 9th, the nuclear bomb was blasted, and still now it is not, it is just a myth that still now the radioactivity is still going on due to the nuclear bomb blast. Yes, Ankita, very good. So, it's not that the effect is there, but it's not because it's been very long now. But why I'm saying this is because a radioactive bomb was blasted there. Okay, in 1945, that is on August 6th and August 9th, a nuclear bomb was blasted. That is, nuclear bomb was blasted in 1945. That is, these Hiroshima, Atiya, listen, okay. So Hiroshima and Nagasaki are the two cities who were well flourishing in 1945. That is the Japanese cities, and because of which the US had blasted the bomb, that is the nuclear bomb, there in 1945. Now, why I'm saying this is okay, you remember something. Okay, why I'm saying you this, because it was a nuclear bomb and it was radioactive. Radioactive in the sense it keeps. What is radioactive? What is radioactive? Okay, radiations are good or bad? Yes, very good. Radiations are good or bad? Which effects? Effect from the earth and the main solar surrounding. Okay, radiations. Okay, bad. They are bad. Very good. Yes, Dikshita. They are bad. It's because they can affect. They can affect. Everyone should be answering. Radhika, Trupti. Everyone should be answering. Others, whoever are not saying you individually, also must be answering. Yeah. Okay. They are bad, and because they affect your body. Okay. They can affect your health. They can affect your skin, the organs, anywhere, and can are cancerous as well. Carcinogenic. Yes, it causes cancer. Carcinogenic because it can cause cancers. Okay, yes, good, Harish. It's bad. Now, when you got to know it's bad, something about nuclear plants are also there, which are there as well as in India as well. Okay, nuclear plants are there. These nuclear plants, these nuclear plants are the one who are into this manufacture into this radioactive things. Okay, there many such nuclear plants are there which will manufacture these radioactive things. And the radioactive things, when they are manufacturing it, you are very much aware that there will be some byproduct waste as well. Okay, some byproduct waste as well. So that waste, if we allow that to go just into the environment, is it good? When they are into this manufacturing, into all these radioactive things, there can be many such waste as well, radioactive waste. If that radioactive waste is allowed to go into the environment, is it good? Yes, it causes problems like asthma, skin problems. Yes, yes, good, Kirti. It's no. Yes, it's no. It's bad. Yeah. So radioactive waste management should be there. Yes or no? Radioactive waste management should be there. Do you agree with it? That radioactive waste management should be there. Yes. So there must be something radioactive waste management. Yes, very good. So we'll know about radioactive waste and how can it be managed? Okay, how can it be? Okay. One more thing is who and all are aware about Chernobyl disaster. Chernobyl disaster. Who have even seen the web series must be knowing about Chernobyl. Who and all are aware about the Chernobyl disaster? I heard the name Chernobyl. Chernobyl. Okay, don't know. So we'll know about what about the Chernobyl disaster as well, and how can the radioactive waste can be managed. Okay, so radioactive waste, you can see over here. So about the radioactive waste, this is about the Chernobyl, and this is about Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This picture was taken where the blasting was done in 1945 in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and this is just which I had taken from Chernobyl only. So caused by a nuclear accident. Very good. Yes, the Chernobyl nuclear accident was taken place in Ukraine in 1986. Okay, that is in East Europe. So in April 1986, the Chernobyl accident had taken place where one of the in the early morning one of the nuclear plant was blasted. Okay, one of the nuclear plant was blasted. Very good, 26 April. Uh, so what happened was at a nick of a time, they didn't know what went wrong, and because of which the one of the nuclear plant blasted. It was a Chernobyl nuclear plant. Okay, yes, it was a Chernobyl nuclear plant, and if anyone who have known about it must have known how disastrous it was, and still there is an effect going on of Chernobyl. Now you know about how serious inherent problems. Very good. Yes, serious inherent problems can be not only for you, for your coming generations as well. Okay, mutations can take place. Mutation, that is a slight change in the DNA. Remember what is mutation? Mutation is nothing but slight change in the DNA, and that slight change can cause many such problems. Okay, that slight change can cause many such problems. Yes, Atya. Going to the Wikipedia of what is Chernobyl is very good. Preoperative north of the Europe. Yes, SSR. Yes. Uh, so, uh, so what happened? now when I'm giving you the examples of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and Chernobyl, yes, I can understand you go through it. Very good. So Chernobyl, why I'm saying you this examples is because it was disastrous and still the inherent problems are going on. By that, you got to know, right, everyone, that how dangerous radioactive can be, radioactive waste and the radioactive can be. Everyone, you got to know, right, how dangerous these radioactive materials or radioactive waste or radioactive things can be. Everyone, Atia. So these are the different examples of the radioactive disasters. One among them is another one. Who and all know about Marie Curie? Who and all know about Marie Curie? Everyone know, right? Yes. So also, what happened was Marie Curie, who is a Nobel. Okay, tell me what is the what why she is famous for? Why Marie Curie is famous for? Wish. Okay. Marie Curie is a Nobel Prize winner who was into the discovery of the uranium and radium. Okay, yes. Trupti, if there is any doubt, please put down in the chat box. Okay. Or other answers as well. Lethal means can cause death. Bharat, lethal means can cause death. Okay, yes, this is discoveries of radium and uranium. And why I'm telling about her is she was much into the exposure of radiation. I'm giving you the live examples. So she was much into the exposure of radiation. Tripti, if there is any doubts or answers, please put down in the chat box. She was much into the exposure of radiations. What happened was she died of aplastic anemia, that is a blood disease. Okay, Bharat, lethal means death, fatal. Okay, okay. No, she was okay. She was much into the she was much into the exposure of these radiation, and she used to carry those test tubes of radium into her lab pockets, and because of which because of aplastic anemia, she died. And that is a blood disease, and it can cause because of the what I should say, the more much of exposure to this radiations. Okay, so we'll go on to this radioactive waste. So if there are any doubts, please put down in the chat box. Radioactive waste. Nuclear energy was hailed as a non-polluting way of generating electricity. So what was the idea behind this is it is non-polluting way. Okay, nuclear energy can be it doesn't do anything. There can be no pollution, so nuclear energy can be used. Okay, so, but what happened was radiation from the radioactive waste causes mutation at a very high rate. Okay, they cause mutation at a very high rate. If you get exposed to this highly active radiations, if you get exposed to the highly active radiations, then it can cause mutation. Mutation is nothing but slight change in the DNA, okay, or in the genetic material of the human being. Okay, slight change in the DNA or the genetic material of the human being that can cause cancer, that can cause many other genetic diseases as well. Okay, not only for you, for your coming generation also can be affected by this mutation. Okay, so radiation from radioactive waste is dangerous. Okay, it can be uranium, it can be radium. Okay, these such radioactive radioactive waste or radioactive things. Next is high dose of nuclear radiation is lethal. Lethal is nothing but fatal. That is, it can cause death. Okay, lethal is nothing but fatal. Fatal means death. Okay, lethal is nothing but fatal, but low doses create genetic disorders and also cause cancer. Very high dose can be directly, it can cause death. Okay, it can be lethal, that is, it can cause death. It can directly cause death. Whereas in low doses, if you come across with the low doses, it creates genetic disorders and also causes cancer. Okay, please note down the points and take. Low doses can create genetic disorders and also causes cancer. Okay. affects water. Radioactive. No, it just there is no means there is no such thing which can it can affect water. Like it can only affect the human beings. Okay, it can it can only affect the human beings. There is like human beings or the organisms. The radioactive things can affect them because radio if it is allowed to go into the water, then it can cause any such things such as biomagnification and all. That is only thing which can, then later it can come to the human beings. Otherwise, there is no such. It can pollute otherwise. There is no such thing which can, and there is no effects as such I have seen. If there is any such, I will go through it once and I'll let you know, Adriya. Okay. If they are allowed to go into the water, then there must be any such biomagnification and all taking place. Bad chemicals. Okay. We are not talking about the chemicals over here. We are talking about the radioactive waste. Radioactive waste which can emit out radiations, which can emit out radiation and cause different disorders in human beings. Okay. Like one is mutation, which I told you. Remember, anytime if I ask you what is mutation, you have to remember the simplest definition of it. Mutation will keep coming in your syllabus. Mutation is nothing but what? Mutation is what? Mutation? What is mutation? Radioactive, see, first thing is usually in nuclear plants where the energy from the nuclear energy, if the energy is been converted, yes, Ankita, where are the radioactive used is in the nuclear plants. Okay, in the nuclear plants where the energy is being converted, such nuclear plants will, there are many such nuclear plants. One example I gave is Chernobyl. Okay, what they do is they convert the energy over there and there such radioactive things are used. Okay, or the radioactive chemicals are used. Okay, which emit out radiations. Okay, which emit out radiations. So these in the nuclear plants, these radioactive what happened, Ankita? Change in the DNA. It's okay. Why you are saying sorry? Okay, Ankita. These radioactive chemicals or these radioactive things are used in these nuclear plants. Okay, where the energy it was just having the idea that it's non-polluting. They were used for generating electricity. Okay, it's non-polluting. It do not pollute the environment. Because of that, they were using this. They set up these nuclear plants. Okay, not understanding that that can be dangerous, more than dangerous rather than polluting the environment. Okay, because such nuclear plants nearby any such places also can cause many problems in humans. Okay, if you know that there are many such protests going on to take up to take out these nuclear plants is only because of this, because the radioactive radiations which are allowed to go into the environment, or which have been emitted out from these nuclear plants can cause many such diseases. The one who are away from there also and the one who are working there also. Okay, these radioactive chemicals are used in such nuclear energy, these such nuclear plants where they are used for generating electricity. Okay, where they are used for generating electricity. Is it clear to you, Ankita? Again, for example, radioactive. One more thing is for radiations. Radioactive things are used. Okay, for radiations. That is for curing of cancer cells and all. Radiations are used. Okay, there also radioactive materials are used. Then for a very just example for you is, yes, it can affect animal as well because it can affect the DNA, right? Someone had given Madhya, Samreen has given the answer, slight change in the DNA. Very good. Yes, slight change in the DNA or the slight change in the genetic material of the human beings or the organism is called as mutation. Okay, remember the definition, everyone. Remember the definition. Slight change in the DNA or the genetic material of the organism is called as mutation. It can cause into any organism. Okay, it can be microorganism, it can be animals as well as human beings. Okay, Atiya. And one more, Ankita, which I was giving the example was X-rays. Okay, X-ray is also a radioactive radiation. But if it is used in a very that doesn't mean that it does any mutations and all, okay, but it can, because many people say that not to use not to go into much of the x-rays and all. It's only because of this, because it's a radiation. Okay, the name x-ray was given because it was found the name x-ray was given just because x, because it was unnamed. Okay, so it was given x, so it is known as x-ray. So that also is one of the radioactive radiation. Okay, that is also one of the radioactive radiation. Okay, Atiya, is it clear to you? Ankita, is it clear to you? Okay, radioactive materials are radioactive chemicals are used in these nuclear energy plants where to generate electricity. Okay, they have been used. Everyone, for everyone, it is clear about today's class. Okay, know more about Chernobyl, know more about Hiroshima and Nagasaki, what had happened, and also go with just go through once about the organic farming. Okay, everyone, and I'll be asking questions in the next class. Okay, it's clear to everyone. Yes, Rajwil.